Peace everyone, hope you're doing well. Back again. Another day, another fake protest involving actors. The same actors that I've exposed now for, 6-7 months now. But yet they're allowed to just carry on and do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to play this and we're going to see who the first actor is that we come across. Oh, there he is. It's Grey Bleeder. So he just walks past and the filmer starts walking after, yeah? There you go. It's almost like it was timed, wasn't it? And you'll notice that Grey Bleeder and this filmer are on the right side, whereas all the protesters, the mass majority of people there, are on the other side. But yet Grey Bleeder and this guy that's filming are on the other side, away from the protest, on the same side as all the police. So they're literally walking with the police instead of with the protest. What does that actually tell you? So there's our man Grey Bleeder, pulling his trousers up, wearing his shitty cardigan, looking like he's just woken up under a bridge. And now listen, as basically what's going to happen is this film is going to pretend like it's just an organic sort of chat, you know, that he just came across this guy and started talking to him, yeah? But as I just showed you, he was standing there and he waited until Grey Bleeder went past and then started walking as well. How convenient. And bear in mind that this guy who's filming has previous in filming actors. If you watch his video from the 26th of September, you will see him literally interview a fake policeman, then cricket man, then handlebar moustache, then a fake Trump supporter, yeah? And all of these people, every single one that I just mentioned, I've exposed on videos. I've exposed the cop, the male cop, I've exposed cricket man, I've exposed handlebar moustache guy, and I've exposed the fake Trump supporter, right? So he films 4 actors in an interview, one after the other, yeah? And now he's going to interview this actor as well.
You've come a long way today, haven't you, London? Yeah, man.
You've come a long way, haven't you, from London? Oh, you know he's from London, do you? Oh, okay. So what, you spoken to him before, or you just noticed him in London? You noticed him, but you just think he's a normal guy, yeah? Otherwise you would have sort of outed him by now, wouldn't you? So let's see what else he says.
What have you got to say for people on camera?
You have to take it back, otherwise this is going to get worse, right? You have to win these battles like we did last week.
So he's saying we have to win these battles like we did last week. So what he's basically saying is that you have to go and swear at the police and use violence to try and make them run away. So basically what he's doing is asking normal folk to use violence against the police. That's what he's saying. Yeah? You don't believe me? We'll carry on listening.
Don't let them stop you. Go through them. That was like we did last week. Don't let them stop you. Go through them. Don't let them stop you. Go through them. Don't let them stop you. Go through them. People get stuck in a kettle, right, they're only going to end up their own enslavement, right? If people get stuck in a kettle, they're going to get in trouble anyway, so they might as well go through. Fight him!
Do you hear this absolute idiot? Do you hear him? Might as well just go through him. Fight him! And bear in mind that he's saying this as he's walking with policemen. So he's saying that they should charge through the police I have to take a breath because I just can't believe the shit that I'm listening to.
Camera. You've come a long way today, haven't you, London?
Yeah, man.
What have you got to say for people?
Yeah, he's come all the way from London to Sheffield on his own to go on a protest on his own to then incite violence against the police on camera. And you're filming it, Bannerman. So you're filming this man say that we should use violence against the police. I wonder what that means for you. I wonder if you're part of that. So you're filming someone inciting violence against the police. That's what you're doing right now. Simple and plain.
On camera.
You have to take it back, otherwise this is going to get worse, right? You have to win these battles like we did last week.
Now just tell me, even before he speaks, would you ever listen to this guy? Would you ever take any advice whatsoever from this guy? I wouldn't even trust him to tell me the time. Okay? I wouldn't. So, just on his appearance, you wouldn't trust him. But then he opens his gob and he speaks like this. Now, to some of you, you might not have heard him speak before. Alright? I heard him speak months ago. Because Tyrant Thunder did this fake interview with him where he said to him, "They call you Grey Bleeder," right? Using my terminology that I invented for him, Tyrant Thunder. You used my terminology, and you basically tried to make out that he was just a normal guy. and the fact that he's got an earpiece in his ear all the time, yeah, you tried to make out like he was listening to music. And like I've said a million times before, no one goes to a protest where there's a possibility of violence listening to ABBA or Salt and Pepper Push It, yeah? Or Billy Ray Cyrus, yeah? No one does that. But yet they said that he was just listening to music. No, it's not an earpiece that he uses to speak to the police. No, of course it's not. He's just listening to the best hits of Chesney Hawk.
Don't let them stop you, go through them.
Don't let him stop you, go through them. This guy is a joke. This guy's a joke, right? And any one of you who films him or defends him or stands next to him, we know what you are now. You are shills. Because you know exactly what this man is. He's been exposed months ago. He's been exposed as someone who's pretending to be anti-lockdown movement, but he's not. He's probably just an undercover cop. And what he does is he pretends like he's got some kind of drug habit, yeah? And you'll see that from my last videos, yeah? So this guy is a discreditor. He's there to make us look like idiots. He's there to make us look like violent thugs, like animals, like druggies. That's what he's there for. And all you've got to do is watch my videos about him. And I've done loads. Because he's sodding everywhere.
If people get stuck in a kettle, right, they're only going to end up their own enslavement. Right? If people get stuck in a kettle, they're going to get...
If people get stuck in a kettle, they're going to get stuck in their own enslavement, he says. Philosophy from a hobo. Philosophy 101 with a man who looks like he lives under a fucking bridge.
trouble anyway, so they might as well go through.
It might as well go through. Are you serious?
Fight him!
Fight him! Yeah, he's saying all that as he's walking next to police. And you expect me to think this is real? The guy who's filming this, you expect us to think that this is real, yeah? That you just organically spoke to this guy. Shame on you. Shame on both of you. Shame on the fake police there as well. Shame on you all, yeah? And you know what? I'm nearly at 2,000 subs. And that's only going to grow and grow. So if I were you guys, I'd be very worried. And you are worried. And that's why you're doing these events nearly every weekend now. But the more you do it, the more you get exposed. You see, you're thick. You're stupid. You're stupid, yeah. Because if you had just been more careful, if you didn't reuse the same actors over and over again, you might have got away with it. Not with Eagle Eye Overkill, mate. Are you serious?
In a kettle, they're going to get in trouble anyway. So they're only enslavement. They're stuck in a kettle. That was like we did last week. To get word, right? You have to take it back, otherwise this is going to get word. You have to take it back, otherwise this is going to get... You have to...
Stand up. Take your grey bleeder back. Stand up. Take your grey bleeder back.
Take it back, otherwise this is going to get worse, right?
This is going to get worse, alright? You gotta go through him. Seriously, right? I'm going to... Shall I get a job, right? As a professional grey bleeder impersonator. I'll turn up in the same clothes as him and I'm going like, you gotta go through him. Stuck in your own enslavement.
You have to win these battles like we did last week. Don't let them stop you. Go through them.
Go through them. Don't let them stop you. Go through them.
If people get stuck in a kettle, right, they're only going to end up their own enslavement. Right? If people get stuck in a kettle, they're going to get in trouble anyway. So they might as well go through.
Go through.
Fight him!
Fight him! He says that as he's standing within spitting distance of a policeman and he's saying, fight him! Are you serious, you stupid idiots, yeah? Don't ever think that we're this gullible, mate. Don't ever think that we're this gullible. We see through you. Easy. Okay? And when more and more people find out what you're doing, you will be persona non grata. Yeah? And for those who don't know what that means, that basically means that you'll be marked for the rest of your life. And you won't be able to go about your normal business. Because you've been exposed and everyone will know what the snakes that you are. Yeah?
So they might as well go through! Stuck in a kettle, they're going to get in trouble anyway. So they might as well go through! If people get stuck in a kettle...
I've got to make like a rap song and have like little bits of him going, go through him! Go through him!
Oh, they're going to get in trouble anyway. So they might as well go through! Fight him!
Fight him! My name's Grey Bleeder. I go straight through him. You got to win your battles. I'm as fat as about 7 cattle. Oh, I got to do a Grey Bleeder freestyle.
So they might as well go enslavement, right? You have to win these battles like we did last week.
Like we did last week. Like we did last week. You mean where you stood in front of a police officer, told him to F off, tried to attack the vehicles as I went past. Basically, you were an agent provocateur. You and based Welshmen, or biased Welshmen, you acted like agent provocateurs. You incited a crowd so that possibly people who wouldn't have done that then got into a state of frenzy and then decided to run down the street, yeah, and attack any police vehicle that they saw, also scaring the hell out of innocent people who had nothing to do with it. So you, Grey Bleeder, and you, based Welshman, and you, Tyrant Finder, whoever filmed it, media consumer as well, you're all scum, and you're so thick and stupid, everyone knows who you are now, and you think you're going to get away with this? People are going to hate you, mate. Yeah? People are going to hate you because they know what you've done to us, yeah? Your own people who've done nothing to you, and you've decided to turn your back on them and stab them in the back, yeah? You've decided to make it so that the government can enforce strict laws on us, Yeah, that's what you've done. Disgusting.
Don't let them stop you, go through them. If people get stuck in a kettle, right, they're only going to end up...
He's saying this at the top of his voice with all these police right next to him.
Their own enslavement, right? If people get stuck in a kettle, they're going to get in trouble anyway. So they might as well go through.
Go through!
Fight him!
Fight him! Might as well go through! Fight him! Jeez. Right, what I'll do there is I'll stop it there, because there's lots of other stuff to do with him as well that happened. So this is the thing, right? This is why my channel's been attacked. This is why my channel's been attacked. Because I exposed this man 7 months ago, and they knew that they had more work for him to do. So therefore, what they did is they infiltrated my channel, and then once I started to expose them one by one, okay, they then turned their back on me, figuratively speaking, made out like what I was doing was wrong, yeah, and then decided to make a channel and then threaten my family and bring my 6-year-old daughter into things. Yeah? So this is when you know that you're dealing with human filth and human scum, when they bring your family into it. And that's what they did, okay? So people who are in charge of allowing Subject Access and Tyrant Thunder and Resistance GB, people in charge of letting them do what they do, targeted me, targeted my family, yeah? But unfortunately for them, my family is amazing, okay? And they gave me the strength to carry this on. And I do it for them. I do it for my beautiful missus. I do this for my beautiful daughter, who I love more than anything in the world, okay? Now, the battle was hard enough when we thought it was just, you know, the government, the police, the army. Now what we've got is a whole new section of enemy where they basically control YouTube. They control what's being streamed live. So basically, when you see these protests, the only people filming are scum. Yeah? There's no real people filming. If there are, tell me where they are, and I'll bring them on my show and we'll have a chat. But every single person that I've seen filming, with very few exceptions, is in on it. They're there to film the actors. They're there to pretend like it's real. They're there to make sure that these staged events look as real as possible. And they'll do their stupid commentating over it, going, oh look, and there's the police, oh look, they're attacking that woman, oh dear. Yeah? If you're that concerned about it, how about you put your camera down and actually help? Yeah? Idiots. I'm sick and tired of these people thinking that it's good enough to just film. If what you believe is real, then do something about it. It's not good enough to just film it. Any Tom, Dick and Harry can film, yeah? But it takes a man to actually stand up and stop something happening. So the fact that you don't do it means one of two things. That you're either a coward, or that you're part of this and you know that it's fake, so therefore you're not going to get involved. Now, I'd actually say it's both. You know it's fake, so you don't get involved, but you're also a coward, yeah? Because you're going against humanity. You're a coward, yeah? Anyway, like I said, I'll stop it there. And we will come back in just a few minutes while I've done another video. Because like I said, this guy, Grey Bleeder, he's been used loads today. And like I said, that's why they've attacked my channel, they've attacked my family, because they knew they had still plans for Grey Bleeder. They knew they had plans still for that little scumbag media consumer, yeah, who got fake arrested yesterday, yeah. the one who basically is connected to all the fake filmers, yeah? And he pretended that he was on our side. He's just there to resist a new world order. No, you're there to impose it. You're there to impose it by filming fake events, by being part of fake events that then allows the government to impose stricter laws, which they wanted to do anyway. But they used you to do it. They used you, YouTube, and the filmers to do it. And it's despicable. And you're not going to win. You haven't won. We've already won. We have won. That's why you're doing this, for damage limitation. But we've already won. You're done. You're done out here. You were exposed months ago. And all you got to do is look at my channel and how it's growing, and you'll see how many people believe the same as me and my subscribers. And that scares the hell out of you. Yeah? Because imagine 2,000 people coming for you. Imagine that. And they know what you look like, and they know what you've done. Imagine 2,000 people coming for you, asking for justice, taking you to the police, taking you to court, yeah? Imagine that. Because that's what's going to happen. So my advice to all you fake filmers, like Subject Access, Resistance GB, Tyrant Finder, Spectrum, Media Consumer, my advice to you, stop what you're doing now, get on the right side, because otherwise you will regret it. Yeah? And I don't wish violence on any of you, because I'm not like you, I'm not scum. But we will take you to court, and we will win, okay? Because what you're doing is wrong. Okay? Simple. Stop what you're doing and get on the right side, otherwise 2,000 people or more will be coming for you to get justice through the court system. Okay? Peace for now. Where there is darkness, we shine our light the brightest. Unite the people to fight the evil. No new normal. Knowledge is power. This is John Overkill, and we are over and out. But we'll be back very shortly. Take care, brothers and sisters. Peace.